Tanya D here, and I'm so elated, beyond excited to announce that for the very first time, I'm offering my energy healing courses, which you can download from an app right to your phone, which is in itself amazing. Have me right on your phone from an app? Hello? 50% off of my courses, meditations, energy medicine, voices of the other world, uncover secrets of the other world, the energy body demystified, and so much more. Check out the venue because you have so many options, and you know I'm all about options. During my 22 days of gratitude offerings, so from the beginning of the season of Sagittarius, which starts on the 22nd of November until the 13th of December, you will see different opportunities on sale as a thank you for being part of this otherworldly amazing village. Subscribe so you can get announcements in your inbox of the gratitude offering for that day in the venue, and be sure to check back each day as these opportunities that are on sale are going to be changing each day. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Blessings. Inshallah and Ashe, blessings to you. And it is a musing Monday, or maybe it's a newsing. And of course, to all my replay and live stream viewers, either way, I'm grateful to have you here. So while we're waiting for people to hop on to the show, or maybe even just to listen to the replay, what is on the agenda for today? It's 10:11. I did that great. So it's the last day of the season of Scorpio. The test of all tests always reminds me of Young Guns. Don't know why, but the test of Scorpio, it's like the mastery of Pluto, which is in Capricorn. Whoa. So can you hold sacred space for yourself first, optimally? You know, I did have a dream vision myself, curious enough, but what if the only word we knew and we no longer cared about the list of all the other words in the dictionary, the long list of words, and maybe only one word we knew? What was this one word? So what would that one word be for you? Comment in the show. I'm going to share at the end of the snippet today the word that was the one for me that came in this vision. It was actually pretty cool. And you cannot say any other word but this one word, whatever that is for you. But being that we are going to go through the entire season of Scorpio in one day, it's kind of like getting the final message of mastering the planet of Pluto, the planet of continual otherworldly transformation. Anybody else have Pluto right on their rising with Uranus? Just saying, just for the fun of it. So we are packing up the season and we're moving it along, taking it with us into the 2023. So the moon herself, the goddess of the night, is moving into the season of Scorpio. Holla, kicking my butt here, but it's kicking it. We're really going to go out with a bang. So just following the moon, the lunarities of the moon. And my musing moon meditation is out, already kicking it as well. Thank you all for tuning into that one. It's doing great. Things are doing great, right? However, with all of that, welcome to today's Daily Snippet. I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is a merging of it all, a blend, a combination. But my intention is to utilize these indigenous technologies, the risings of our origins, along with the elemental realms, our original divine blueprint, to navigate our soul's harmonic, the ninth energetic star, which is coming online soon. And doing this through the elementals, the imaginal, into and through the shaman's portal, our eighth energetic center, the cosmos, the subtle realms, and really so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals. Rituals are food for the soul. And the otherworldly kind, I should add, to really add to the sauce of your own personal ingredients, your personal container. So those ingredients, kind of like creating your own cosmic soup within your own personal medicine, your prime directive, just really assisting you in navigating or discovering your inner genius, whatever that is for you, your personal medicine, the star that I believe we all are, little stardust molecules, reintroducing you to the magical being, the star that resides within you, our own celebrity walk of fame in the other world, maybe, so that your light shines even brighter. And again, my name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room, still getting a facelift. However, if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do, YouTube or otherwise. I'm kind of out there, which is always great, right? Of course, Tanya D on YouTube, and Musing with Tanya D, my podcast, The Otherworldly Insights. If you have an idea for next year's theme, go ahead and comment that. Maybe I should do a poll. But out for your musing pleasure today, we do have the season of Sagittarius on the last day of Scorpio. The angelic being Raguel, and the soul's harmonic is online. The season of beliefs and our higher philosophies, things all ninth house-ish, if you will, wherever Jupiter is cascading through your chart. So we go from the depths of Hades to the stars. But with that, let's give a shout out to the community, the village. Thank you, Ashe, and blessings, growing, new subscribers. Hello, and also to those of you that have been a part of my journey since the beginning. What a ride, what a roller coaster. But either way, gratitude. And also for those of you that are tuning into the replays, I hear you and I see you. And of course, if you don't mind hitting the bell button, the new white button, so you're notified when I do go live. And do remember, a comment or a share does get you a message for your day to get you on your way or out into the weekend or for a holiday. It doesn't really matter. You can also find me on other social channels like TikTok, Instagram, and of course Facebook, and Pinterest even. However, I do have what I've just coined 22 days of gratitude. So each day starting tomorrow, there will be a new offer that you will have a gift to open just for fun, keeping it an adventure. It's going to be an opening of an announcement in your inbox. So be sure to subscribe or sign up and tune in for the next 22 days, again, starting tomorrow. And remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we do need otherworldly assistance to really just get us out of our own way so our light shines brighter. Sometimes we create our own entanglements. And the daily snippet, we do have the cosmic energies, the insights, the elementals, and of course a message for our day, along with the subtle energy center or 2 or 3, the season of the day, and so much more. So since we are kind of taking it to the limits, maybe we're pushing our limits, hitting the fast lane, or maybe we're going slow in the fast lane. But the spheres of protection, you know, I always get an image of a caterpillar sitting in the cocoon, kind of transforming, protected in this little sanctuary as it transforms into a butterfly. So how does that feel for the caterpillar? What's the result of this transformation? Does the butterfly become something different in the cocoon? Of course it does, right? So we're in the zone of neutrality, the core of our heart, where the mastery of how one behaves, our behavior and our character, kind of melds with the flow of our emotions, which our emotions are in the season of Scorpio, and Mars is in the season of Gemini. So it's like thinking about an action that we may be feeling like we want to take, or what action do you think, and protecting those ideas, or what attitude, behavior are you protecting an emotion? So any kind of movement that keeps the thoughts literally floating by, possibly like a moving meditation, moving exercises, even a great journaling. I just bought myself a great journaling book. I'm super excited about that. But keeping the emotions in a fluid state, the fluidity of flowing, emotions flowing like a river, and just holding the field to protect a boundary that we are initiating. So what does that even look like? Like maybe you're not going to eat fast food anymore, which I don't anyway, so that's easy. Maybe you're not going to go buy chips at the grocery store anymore. So what is the line you're going to create a new habit? And really it takes 40 days to really lock in a habit. Myself, green smoothies 3 days a week. I'm going to go back to that. So instead of a cup of coffee on the show, you may just see a cup of greens. But being that we're syncing a new habit, possibly really initiating that, maybe you may be tested, or somebody's going to put the cookies in front of you so you don't drink your smoothie, sugar. But you know, it could be you yourself doing this or somebody outside of you, and may even appear to be falling apart, or the one that you put in place wasn't enough to really sink the deal, if you will. But in all access, the ingredient, the key is to first breathe, take that breath. Breathe into your own feelings. What do they have to say? Are they becoming clear? Are they being reconciled? And really getting clarity on what you feel about this new transformation, becoming the butterfly. And then where is the space of this sacred silence? I always like to find it in the breath and the pause, taking a pause for peace, if you will. And then it's going to be easier, like floating by into the outer world around us, and knowing that we are protected and nothing else gets in, because we're just in our own sacred space, heart-centric. And if somebody does keep kind of poking the bear, if you will, what do? We know we're in a period of growth. And what is the curiosity there? So it's transformation takes integration too, right? To get to the butterfly. So the key is to really be in that sacred zone, the zone of neutrality. And the moon's in Scorpio, so holding this energetic field, the force, like a Yoda or a Jedi or even a Witcher, you know, we got plenty of options, really. So yeah, And again, a few announcements. The Musing with Tanya D podcast, Otherworldly Insights. I do have the season of Sagittarius out today. The angelic being of Raguel is online. And we do have the moon meditation out on the highway, the season of Sagittarius, this new moon, which is awesome, I should say. And the Shamanic Healing Academy, the doors are open. You can explore that opportunity as well. Still nipping and tucking, doing kind of some things. Super excited to have that happening for me and for you. I do have options to be a part of it, membership or mentorship options. I really am all about options, like filling into what your soul needs. And remember, for the first 20 people, not only do you get Soul Listening Solitude for free, but you do also get a 15-minute intuitive divination session with yours truly, which is Otherworldly. And we do have the Energy Body Demystified for free as well. So it's either $55 a month for a membership to get in, or really over $1,000 if you were to buy these opportunities separately, each of them individually so far. Or be a part of the mentorship and really taking it up a notch, climbing into your skin, listening to your soul, navigating your spirit, or the other way around. And also coaching. I do have the link there for some soul coaching, otherworldly life coaching, if you will. I've been doing more soul support coaching lately than I think. It's kind of interesting. And again, I do have the 22 days of gratitude. This is going to be great, super fun. Even if you're kind of wondering what it's all about, just playing along and then opening a new gift each day of whatever the prize is. See what it's all about, the 22 days of gratitude. So I'm super excited about that. And then, I guess I should have done this before, but you know how I am. These are your options for the messages today. It's a cold day here. We've got snow, we have skiing, and then we have this winter wonderland. Those are your options. Don't ask me how I come up with these. Some days I don't know. Maybe it's because it's cold outside, but I kind of like the snow. I'm going with that myself. Well, it's all snowy. How about the snowflakes? We got snowflakes, a winter wonderland, and somebody skiing. So those are your options. Okay, and on the elemental highway, oh, whoops, wrong little button here. I have too many options myself. There we go. Perfect. It's a mountain of a day. It's a lush forest mountain, a green mountain, a young earth tiger of a day. We've got a forest, right? So we do have this mountain, and we all go to the mountain to tell the mountain our secrets. The mountain is stable. It doesn't move. It doesn't move at all. It like takes it all in, if you will. And this mountain is creating wealth through communication. Interestingly enough, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole with that because there's always a rabbit hole, but our day is reliable, it is practical, it is sturdy. The mountain sticks to the ideas, the principles, the principalities, I guess, the foundations, the people. And the tiger holds a friend, a supportive friend, the young earth, both in the year and in the day. And we do have the sun, the big fire sun is hidden, like inner fires, like a volcano. Maybe it's getting ready to erupt. And the pig may just let out the fire, but not really. The pig likes to keep things fun and giddy with the tiger. They're kind of two little getting along. It's the hour of the monkey. That's what's going to let the fires out, by the way. The fidgety monkey chopping at the tigers in probably an aggressive way, not fine-tuned pruning like a rooster, which is interesting. But the mountain produces, it's creative, it's assisting in our day's career, which the pig has more yang wood as well. So our day really does have the ability to become something of a powerhouse. We've got this huge forest. It's like, can you see the trees in the forest, or has the forest consumed our day? That's a lot of tree energy there. And we do need the elements metal, the breath, the air, the stones, along with the element of fire. Our day does need the fire, the hidden fires, the fires to be seen. So it's like taking energy from the tigers to create the bridge of the mountain, which is the fire. Fire is our spirit, it's ancestors, it's otherworldly beings, it's angels, it's new Archangel starts, even Raguel, being a friend of God, the season of Raguel, being a better friend maybe. The spirit of Sagittarius, an adventurous friend. So this is probably a person that is a real powerhouse, a creative visionary, kind of a manager, using their voice to flow, communicate their visions through spirit. I would say spirit, go to your altar or create some breath work, get your move on. And fire is the heart. Fire is cardio, right? So it's stuff like that. So with the messages now, So that's what I would be kind of musing about grounding into. We do need to get our move on. But our options here, winter wonderland, we've got a skier, and we have snowflakes. I don't know, I kind of like the snowflakes. They're all pretty cool. Streaming that in there, so you do have some options, which is awesome. So on to the messages here. Okay, if you chose the winter wonderland, we all need some self-care. Self-care, what does this even look like, right? This is balancing our priorities, the 31. It's like, are we doing what our heart wishes? Are we aligned with our heart? Do you believe in yourself? And if so, then you're going to law of attract what your heart authentically wishes. The heart loves. Into or then, into or then who, right? To tend to the wholeness of who we are, to the parts that we surrender, to the pulse of our own heartbeat. That's kind of closer and nearer than any other pulse of our inner heart. Nothing's closer, right? So this is like taking time for our own self-care, and it's more about baths and candles and cups of tea, sacred solitude. It's beyond that. There are a variety of ways to embrace our own internal self-care and our outer self-care. Maybe you need to nurture your social world with self-care by spending more time with your family, friends, people you love, maybe a pet. Maybe you need to engage in more creative self-care, maybe allowing yourself to kind of make a mess and just open up your creative expression, start painting. Maybe you need to nourish your career, self-care in your career. Maybe you need to take a class or clean out the old files. Maybe you need to organize your bookshelf. The most important thing about self-care is maintaining a balance across all areas of your life, that sacred chalice, if you will, and just examine the areas of your life that have been neglected, maybe by exploring and listening into the other messages of the day to get some clarity. It's like, what have you been ignoring in favor of something else? And what can you do today to pay more attention to that arena, that area? And not taking things for granted. Sometimes we never know when it's going to be the last time or the last chance to really spend energy or time with someone or something. Could be a pet. I think of Sir Didymus. Maybe we need to think things over. Oftentimes we think things are forever land, only to find that different situations, peoples, and connections and opportunities have kind of slipped by our own neglect. But not only that, but by not tending to all of these areas of our life, you may find that you have felt incomplete. So there isn't only just one part of life that can create complete happiness all on its own. It's the village, right? Oftentimes we do need the village. You want up here, Diddy? Come on. Is that because I talked about you? Yeah, Diddy. Say hi. Say hello. I'm losing all my form, but I'm still a hot-looking dude. Okay, following self-care. If you chose skiing, there we go. You get the chills. Reading that gives me the chills. The 5. Okay, so the 5 is being mindful, and Mercury is in Sagittarius. So maybe we're being mindful of what we believe, our opinions and beliefs. Maybe we're opening up our mind to accept a newfound belief, a new treasure chest. But this is a wake-up call. It's an awareness, and it's kind of a warning, upon my flesh within the bones quivers, a crawling frozen in numbness. Shall I ignore or shall I bestow it? That's the message on the bottom of the card there. So a frozen knowing looks back at their own soul, and the body energetically, the body is so magical, really. It's intelligent. The body never lies. It sends us telltale signs all of the time. In our inner world to the outer world and vice versa. That's what energetic skincare is, by the way. You're going to be seeing that all over the place. But we're in the season of winter and water. This is hibernation. It's going in. It's the inward journey. It's the yinnest of the yinnest of energies. But this is a message providing us a warning, maybe warning signs that maybe we're in danger. And chills are one of the signs, and they warn us to seek shelter, maybe some warmth, maybe something for my cold, maybe more lemon water, so that we don't freeze. We don't freeze. So just like our body, our soul provides us with warning signs in the form of our intuition. Maybe we get those gut feelings that telling us that something's off, something's not right. So it's like awakening our sacred soul, going to our sacred space. And it's a message that awareness is actually needed. So maybe we're heading into a situation that can't be avoided, or maybe it can be avoided. There are always red flags. There's clues. Maybe you've been ignoring them. Or maybe you felt that a creepy feeling that something is just not right, something's off. But without proof, often we need our ego. It usually gets us in the way, trying to convince us that our feelings are misguided. Maybe they're premature. Maybe we don't know what we're feeling. But don't dismiss what you feel. There's still time to seek shelter from the cold before getting caught at the snow in the snowbank. So just paying attention. Okay, and if you chose the winter wonderland, or did I say that? No, the snowflakes. Options. See, too many options. But either way, we finish with frost, which is also cold. I'm feeling the frost. But it's the 16, which is one of my favorite numbers. That's the spirit number today. It's a spirit number. It's opening up our heart to accept the divine spirit, those spirit messages, which I love it. But this is ice. It's cold. It's melting in time. It's a frozen glance at what lies behind us, what lies ahead of us, what lies within us. Maybe things are freezing. Maybe there's a chilling frost of the undead. Getting out the white candles for peace, doing a divination, tuning into those signs. It's all about messages today. So winter, water. Water offers a multitude of different ways to practice different divinations, different ways to divine. Puddles, frozen lakes, icicles. There's so much. So these are all amazing surfaces for scrying. They're excellent. And just finding answers to our heart's most burning questions, those heartfelt desires, divination. However, frost isn't the only place that we can look for signs. There are subtle clues everywhere and messages for those who are in tune with the universe, the elementals. Mostly, I guess, for myself, or otherworldlies. There's so much. But frost has come today to let us know that the signs we've been looking for are literally all around us. Maybe you're guided to have more awareness. Maybe you're being instructed to trust in your own ability to read the signs and the messages. Everybody is capable of being guided by their own inner beacon, their own inner spirit. But maybe you're blocking your own innate gifts, your capabilities, especially when you doubt the little things of wisdom that are insights that are coming in and occurring. Maybe if you see a butterfly, you believe that to be a sign. If so, then it is. The same goes for colors or words or things you hear throughout the day, all kinds of different messages. Maybe your little dog wanting to get up on your lap. Just don't discredit yourself by ignoring those things that feel like a confirmation to you, a message. They may seem silly to others, and that's perfectly fine. Usually they do. But we are all illuminated souls. We're guided by a force that transcends a lack of faith. That is the 16. It's a faith channel, really. And that reminds me, I got to go find my little lily. So it's just a great day to sense away. Give yourself full throttle permission to tune into your own awareness, your intuition, thinking and loving, kind of blending and merging, kind of at this intuitive juncture, if you will. Maybe you're pondering beliefs and messages. So it is kind of a day to really simmer and brew some tea. Sit by a fire if you can in your own sacred space, being with your spirit self, your higher self, your Sira, being in that contemplation zone, and maybe honoring the star that you are, being in integrity, that you're in the flow, observing the fluidity of the world around you. And with that, the word that flew in for me, if you were listening in the beginning, the word that flew in my dream space was love. Love is a word. Love is a feeling. The only word that we're able to come out of our mouth or to use in all conversation is love. Love in the mind only. The mind can only think of love, a loving attitude, a loving belief. What if all things were curated only around that word? See if you can hold a frequency of love. The only language, the only word is love. That is the only word, whether it's emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, whatever you want to call it. The only thing that can be tuned into is love. What was the word that you came up with? Go ahead and share in the comments. So the high heart is online. It's our Yam channel. It's actually a higher octave of that. I kind of see a harp. And the Shaman's portal, so creating sacred space. We've got these octaves flowing along with our root channel and our sacral. So bringing up the seed sounds up into the Shaman's portal, swirling that all around in the cosmic soup on the last day of the season of Scorpio. And tomorrow we're going to kind of seal the deal. It's going to be locked into place, a sacred treasure chest, holding sacred space for that, a newfound story, a new chapter in your life. So be centered in your emotional field, the zone of emotional neutrality, ground into the elemental that works for you. Might be breath work, could be a sewn, could be a sigil made from metal, or just a nice warm cup of tea in a room full of candles, or even a nice warm fire cuddled up in a blanket. I mean, options. I'm always about options. But I would affirm that I'm about to come out of my cocoon. I was going to say metamorphosized or transfigured, transformed into your own self-mastery, trusting yourself, and to thine own self be true. Stay in heart alignment. Does it resonate with your heart? Do you love it? And in the zone of what you feel, is it love? In love with that feeling? I'm telling you, hold the love channel. And with that, be sure to check out the Musing Moon meditation. I do have the podcast. I have lots of things percolating on the highway. And of course, the 22 Days of Gratitude starts tomorrow. Be sure to sign up. And with that, I will see you on the other side. Blessings and ashe. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I'm super stoked. At least check it out. Give me a favor. And here we go. Inshallah and ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon meditation. This Musing Moon is dedicated to the new moon in the season of Sagittarius, happening November 23rd at 5:57 p.m. Eastern, 4:57 p.m. Central, 3:57 p.m. Mountain, and 2:57 Pacific. Be sure to check your local time zone to see when she's going to apex